Hi, I'm T here. Welcome to the Comprehensive Leadership Assessment process. In this video, I'm going to cover what the process involves and what you can expect. Before we get started, let me tell you a little bit about Care Profiler. Care Profiler is an organizational psychology consulting firm that works with organizations on creating person-centered work environments. We have found that through our research, organizations that utilize a few simple but essential empowerment strategies continually outperform industry averages. All right, let's dig into today's video. The Comprehensive Leadership Assessment gives you, the participant, a unique opportunity to discover hidden strengths and abilities. To do this, you'll complete a few assessments, answer a couple of short answer questions, engage in a business simulation role play, and participate in an executive interview. Then all of this data comes to us here at Care Profiler, where we take it into consideration to better understand your work habits, personality, and how you perform when you're at your best, your everyday, and when you're under stress. Once we've analyzed everything, an integrated report is created, which will go back to the HR team at your company, and then ultimately to you in a feedback call. The assessment and feedback call's purpose is to give relevant feedback to you, the participant, to help you succeed in your current and future job. Before we jump in, here's a quick Care Profiler tip. Whenever you're doing work on the Care Profiler dashboard, remember to use the browser Chrome. It will help everything run just a little bit smoother. All right, time to get into the details. The Comprehensive Leadership Assessment process has 3 steps. The first step is completion of the pre-work. You should have an email in your inbox with a link to complete this. If not, let your testing consultant know and we can send over a new one. The pre-work involves completing the CPI assessment, the WSQ discovery, 3 short answer questions, and uploading your resume. All of your pre-work must be completed prior to the next step, which is the online video testing session. The second step in the process is the online video testing session, which is completed via Zoom, an online meeting platform. This session takes about 2 hours and involves a business simulation roleplay and a Watson-Glaser assessment, which looks at critical thinking. 15 minutes prior to the session, you will receive a link to access the Zoom session. To help the session run smoothly, please check your video and mic connection on your computer before the session begins. You can do this by clicking the arrow next to the camera on the bottom of the Zoom session. Then click to follow the troubleshooting steps. Again, please do this prior to the session beginning so we can ensure everything runs smoothly. Once the session begins, you will receive a business simulation roleplay scenario from the testing consultant in your email. You'll have about 15 minutes to prepare for the simulation. After the 15 minutes, we will jump right in. During the roleplay, the consultant will not break character nor offer additional instructions. It is to your benefit to interact with the consultant in the most genuine manner possible during the simulation. When preparing for and participating in the simulation, consider all relevant factors of the position you are applying for, as well as how you would respond. Feel free to use your own creativity to provide any additional details you determine to be necessary that are not provided in the simulation. Keep in mind there is no correct or incorrect way to complete this business simulation. Rather, you're evaluated against a set of competencies relevant to the position, and this simulation is one component of that overall evaluation. Once the roleplay is complete, we will administer the Watson-Glaser. This assessment varies in time for each individual and is a critical thinking test designed to assess an individual's ability to digest and understand situations and information. This, in addition to the roleplay and the pre-work, will be sent to our lead, who will complete the final step in the Comprehensive Leadership Assessment process, the executive interview. One quick reminder on the sequence of the steps. All of your pre-work must be completed prior to the online testing session, and the online testing session must be completed prior to the executive interview. We here at Care Profiler have received a deadline from the organization, so completing each of these steps in a timely manner will be ideal for both you and your organization. The third step is the executive interview. The executive interview is a time for our lead to get to know you better. The interview is 1 hour long and completed over the phone. They'll cover questions about your previous work history, current position, and what led you to apply for the current role you are being considered for or are currently in. Once the interview is complete, our lead will write an integrated report based on all of the information gathered. They will then send the report back to the organization. We'll also set up a feedback phone call with you to go over all of the information we have. Well, that covers the comprehensive leadership assessment. If you're watching this video for the first time and about to start the process, be sure to check your email for the link to complete the pre-work. If you haven't received it, reach out to your HR supervisor or contact us here at Care Profiler. You'll also be contacted soon by one of our practitioners who will reach out to schedule the online testing session and the executive interview. Again, if you have any questions, be sure to check in with your supervisor or one of us here at Care Profiler. Thanks!